Falcons legend, all-pro quarterback. I famously sat next to his parents the night he got his 2016 NFL MVP. He was not there. Me and Peter Schrager were. We can see you on NFL Today on CBS, and you're here on behalf of Ensure Max Protein and a 42-gram protein shake that I cannot wait to learn about and incorporate into my muscle-building season. But I got to get into last night. There's nothing like Monday morning quarterbacking with Matt Ryan. Let's go do this. Andy Reid, Texans pull it off. What is this decision? Going for it on 4th and 1, on his own 31, 10:27 to go. Chiefs miss it, leads to the go-ahead touchdown. What is happening here?
Yeah, listen, I immediately, now having sit next to Coach Cowher for the last 2 years, my mind cannot go anywhere other than watching him react to this sitting on his couch with a drink or whatever, just rolling, saying, Andy, what are we doing? Punt the football, play some defense, try and play some field position. I don't know, the league has gotten more aggressive, and I know the analytics say to go in certain situations, but the field position, the way that game was shaken out, what they were doing defensively in the second half too. I'm sure Andy is kicking himself today, but it was a head scratcher.
Their whole season's a head-scratcher. Their decision-making last night, a head-scratcher. They're not addressing the run game, a head-scratcher. The drops are so crazy. When you're looking at these 2025 Chiefs, what is the one takeaway that they're going to take from this season that they need to change or build on, or what sticks with you?
They're inconsistent. They're an inconsistent football team, and they make explosive plays in the pass game. They have some explosive plays, but they don't make the consistent routine in rhythm plays over and over and over. Like this one right here. We see it 3rd and 2. We've got a little flat route. We've got to do it.
Right.
Everything seems to be off schedule. And they've been inconsistent catching the football the entire season. I mean, this wasn't like a one-off last night. And in Travis's defense, that ball's a little bit behind too. Difficult catch on the back hip, and it goes off. But they have been inconsistent. And so, I think if Andy's looking at this, I think they're going to evaluate, number one, is it the players? Is it how we're doing things? He's one of the best in the world in any sport of being able to clean those things up. But it's an issue across the board, whether it's running the football inconsistently, throwing the football in rhythm inconsistently, accuracy with the football drops. It's just one thing after another. And they haven't been able to overcome it all season long.
The crazy thing is, going into the season, it was like touted, like we have the deepest. I sat and talked to Patrick about it. He was excited about the receiving core, and they're deep and they're fast and they're explosive was the word he was using, and it hasn't worked. And I don't really it doesn't feel like a Patrick thing. Like Patrick's having, by all measures, a good season, a great season. Like he's having a great time there. And then, so, with Veach, it's like, I feel like this is the second little reset button. Do you like their receiving core? Do you like this group?
I mean, here's the thing. I agree with Patrick. I do think they're explosive. I do think they're athletic. I do think they have people who can separate. But the most important thing is we got to catch the football. We've got to be detailed. We've got to do the little things right. And I think as you look at them, they do not. And so, I've always felt like drops and physical mistakes with wide receivers were the things that, I could live with. It was the mental errors. It was, not being able to line up, running the wrong route. Like the mental mistakes were the things I would get on guys for. The physical mistakes, I felt like that was part of playing sports. But when the physical mistakes happen over and over again, you no longer are going to be there. That's just the nature of how this league works. And so, I think if it was a 4-week sample size, I'd sit there and say, I love how they run. I love the speed. I love the ability to push the field vertically. But I have not liked how we're catching the football.
And then what's with his knee? When you're watching this and you're seeing this pad come out and he's heating it, and now I'm like, do we just want to? He's not the problem. So this is your future. Should we sit him the rest of the way? Your playoff chances are dwindled. When you saw this knee stuff, what did you think of that? Should I be worried about this?
I mean, listen, I've been there. I've been there playing through different things at different times where, you have this mindset as a player that no matter what, I'm going to be out there with the guys, and we're going to fight together. And that's one of the things. I think Patrick's toughness and his mindset. We talk about all of it: his greatness, his competitiveness, his ability to throw the football, to extend plays, to run, and they're all elite. But his toughness and his leadership, to me, is just as significant. And there's no way you're getting him off the field. There, we can sit here and say whatever we want. He's not coming off the field, and that's why he is who he is. And so, good luck having that. You maybe have him on, ask him about that. Let me know how that goes.
Hey, why don't you take a rest the rest of the season? Yeah, it's not going to go great. The Bills, Patriots, Broncos. I'm looking at let's take a look at the AFC odds and standings right now. Who's the team to beat in the AFC, Matt?
Man. Who's the teams to beat are the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. That's just schedule, right? And record. I mean, where they're sitting at right now. I think who are the teams that scare you? I think Buffalo. And listen, they've got a host of issues on the defensive side of the ball. They've got issues on the offensive side of the ball. I just feel like as you look at that list of teams, though, Josh Allen is the guy that I feel like of any of those teams can put the rest of that group on his back like he did yesterday, whether that's running the football or making plays, scrambling and throwing the football. I just think he is the X factor in the AFC. The other team that scares me, and we've sat here and talked about the Chiefs for the last 5 minutes.
Sorry.
The Texans scared. I mean,
you like them?
I like them. Yeah. And listen, I think their defense shows up in the playoffs.
100%.
For sure. And I think C.J. Stroud has enough gamer and competitor in him.
The right times.
At the right times. And so even last year, his best game, he played the best in the playoffs. He played better in the playoffs than he did the entire regular season. And I think there's certain guys who we've seen it from guys like Eli Manning or Joe Flacco or different guys that get on these heater in the playoffs and just know how to do it. And they're usually supported by pretty good defenses. I feel like the Texans feel like one of those kind of teams.
We just showed you the odds there. The Steelers aren't even freaking on. By the way, the pesky Patriots, I'm sure you're happy.
But the Ravens are still on there. The Ravens are on there and the Steelers are not.
Yeah. What did you think when you saw Aaron rush it in yesterday and say, I've still got it? He's he's his OG. I'm an OG. I love this for him. He aired it out yesterday. Why is this clicking all of a sudden, this deep ball with him? What did you see change?
Well, I think he's drinking his Ensure Max 42 grams of protein.
Let's go, Matt.
He's 42 years old, right? And so he's out there. Obviously, this man knows how to take care of his body and how to keep that muscle mass up. So that's what I think. I think he's probably drinking his protein shakes, drinking his Ensure Max, and making sure that he's taking care of himself. But it was his best performance. It was his best performance of the year. It was the best performance as a Steeler, and they needed it. The deep ball, his deep ball, his go routes that he threw to DK yesterday were some of the best I've seen of anyone this season. And they looked vintage Rodgers, taking the air out of the football. They weren't big high shots. They were line drives that hit right in the perfect spot. I thought he played outstanding yesterday.
Do you trust them more than the Ravens?
I'm not sure I trust anybody in the AFC North.
Nobody in the North.
I think there's a lot of teams that I trust in some of the other divisions, probably more so than those two.
By the way, the Ensure stuff, no joke. Ensure Max Protein, 42 grams is absolutely crazy. And it's built for physically active adults over the age of 40, Aaron Rodgers. It's a new shake. Does it taste good? Tell me about this.
It does taste good.
Sounds too good to be true.
It does taste good. It tastes really good. And listen, I'm 40, so I feel like Mike Gundy. I'm a man. I'm 40. But I am 40. And the stats are in. Each decade after 40, you lose 8% of your muscle mass if you're not careful about it. And so I think, it's a great way. I'm active. I thought I had a ton of fun. They can check out, my Instagram to see this post. I thought we had fun with it.
So cute.
Really enjoyed it. But I believe in this, Kay. I believe in this. I do believe in we're halfway home, right? And so let's not, let's do everything we can to make the second half as good or if not better than the first half, right?
Matt, I was like, what are you saying? We're halfway home, midlife?
We are midlife. I am midlife. I'm 40 years old. We got, so, you know, the key is just make this second half just as good.
It's so true. 42 grams. It's a protein shake. You've been drinking them. We see it all over Instagram. It sounds incredible. I'm honestly going to work it in. 42 grams is, it's hard. It's hard for me to get protein. It's so hard. It is like who knew that that it would become like the hardest thing of my day to be like, shit, did I get enough protein today? Honestly, it's like
100%.
It's so stupid, but it's so important. I always feel better after I have a ton of it.
So I think it's really good in support to like what you're doing with your diet. I think it's an easy way to hit your numbers, right? Is to finish one of these drinks in addition to, you know, trying to prioritize that in other spaces. And so for me, it's a perfect way to do it.
Yeah.
I'm a post-workout guy, always, you know, the protein shake, the Ensure Max. And so, yeah.
You look pretty good. Listen, you look
Thank
great.
you.
You look great. I think you're drinking all this stuff for a reason, okay? If Chris Ballard gave you a call, okay, do you have a playoff run in you, Mr. Ensure 42-gram protein shake man?
I do not. I do not have a playoff run in me. And Kay, I'm pretty sure Chris Ballard is not calling me.
Did it ended poorly?
No.
Oh, okay.
I have a great relationship with Chris. I have a great relationship with Chris.
I don't know. They need somebody. Everybody. I mean, the Daniel Jones thing, and honestly.
It was awful.
When you see this, it's like the worst thing that could possibly happen. You know, an Achilles injury, out for the season, heading into free agency. You got to hope he showed enough for the Colts to give him an extension. Do you think he earned one?
I think his play, yeah, for sure. You know, I thought he played really, really well. It's such a hard question because you understand the Colts side of it too, right? And you know, trying to, you know, ensure long term and you know, make sure that, you know, I don't know how this will shake out, but I always view it from my player's perspective and I was sitting next to Nate Burleson yesterday as we're watching it, and yeah, me and Nate, both of us, you know, in addition to coaching JB, but we're both just crushed watching it.
He's the absolute best. I know you have to go. Thank you for hanging out with us on behalf of Ensure. I got to ask you, you're a BC guy. This Notre Dame thing, any thoughts really quick? A buzzer as you leave?
Doesn't break my heart.
Did they take their ball and go home? I don't know enough. What do you think?
Oh, I thought you were asking me about the playoff. You're talking about them not accepting a bowl bid?
Any little thing you think about them, I'd like to know. Just because I'm not a college girly, but BC, Notre Dame, I know they're in each other's orbits.
Yeah, I was probably smiling just like this.
Okay, because of Notre Dame and all of that, and because of Ensure and what it's done for you. Right. Follow it on all social platforms at Ensure, and you can get more info on the not only effective but delicious cheat code to protein, the new 42-gram protein shake. Appreciate you. By the way, you're undefeated against Notre Dame in your college career. I'll remind everyone, 2-0, Matt Ryan. We'll be back after this.